right, let's dive into this one. I am pumped for this deep dive. We're talking about one of the most unbelievable nights in Champions League history, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool's 4-0 comeback against Barcelona in 2019. You want to know how they overturned that 3-0 deficit.
Right.
And we are going to unpack all of it, the tactics, the drama, the sheer audacity of it. Imagine trailing by 3 goals after the first leg. Missing key players, Salah, Firmino, injuries.
Yeah, it seemed impossible.
It seemed impossible. Like, how do you even begin to come back from that?
Well, I think that's what's so fascinating about this match, right? Liverpool were such massive underdogs. I mean, come on, Barcelona, Messi at the helm. They were expected to just cruise to the final.
Yeah.
But football rarely follows the script, does it?
No, it does not. And it all went down May 7th, 2019 at Anfield.
Oh, Anfield.
Anfield, a stadium known for its electrifying atmosphere. So picture this.
Yeah.
A packed stadium, the roar of the cop, and the weight of expectation on both sides. Even the most optimistic Liverpool fan
Had to have some doubts, right?
had to have some doubts.
Yeah, I mean, the first leg at Camp Nou had been brutal. Barcelona's midfield just dominated. And Messi, well, Messi was just Messi, brilliant. It left Liverpool reeling.
But there's always hope in football.
Yeah.
And just 7 minutes in, Origi, who was starting in place of Sturridge,
Right.
pounces on a rebound from a Henderson shot
Oh, yes.
and slots it home. 1-0. And the crowd, I mean, you can imagine, erupts. And suddenly
there's life.
there's life.
Yeah.
There's that feeling, maybe something special could happen here.
And that early goal, it was so crucial. It gave Liverpool belief. And just as important, maybe even more important, it put that seed of doubt in Barcelona's minds.
Right.
Like, hold on, maybe we're not invincible after all.
And let's break down that goal for a second. I mean, it wasn't just Origi being in the right place at the right time. It started with that driving run from Henderson, forcing a save from Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
Then a poor clearance from Alba. It allowed Mané to keep the play alive.
Yeah.
And that's what eventually led to Origi's tap-in.
I see.
It was a goal that kind of exposed Barcelona's vulnerability, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it did. It showed that their defense, for all its reputation, could be breached. And it gave Liverpool a blueprint for how to exploit those weaknesses.
Exactly. Now, the first half was a whirlwind.
Oh, I bet.
Both teams had chances. Messi forced a brilliant save from Alisson at one end. Mané nearly got a second for Liverpool at the other. And then, of course, there was that controversial moment with Suarez and Robertson.
Oh, Suarez, always something, isn't he?
Right.
Fiery temperament, let's just say. And he appeared to lash out at Robertson.
Off the ball.
Off the ball, referee missed it, but it added another layer of tension to an already electric atmosphere.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Anfield. It's Champions League semifinal.
Absolutely.
It's already intense.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that incident, the Suarez incident, it kind of showed the mind games that were going on. Like Suarez, maybe sensing the momentum shifting a little, was trying to disrupt Liverpool's rhythm.
Yeah, classic Suarez. Always trying to get under the opponent's skin.
Absolutely. So at halftime, it's still 1-0. Liverpool, they're in the game. But they still need 3 more goals to level the aggregate score. Remember, two-legged tie team with the most goals over the 2 matches advances. So still, a mountain to climb for Liverpool.
A mountain, yeah. And let's not forget, Barcelona were masters at game management. They could control the tempo, protect a lead, see out games.
So the question on everyone's mind at that point was, could Liverpool maintain that intensity? Find a way to break down this well-organized Barcelona defense?
Big question marks. The pressure was on.
And the second half, well, it started with a bit of a tactical twist. Robertson picked up a knock and was replaced by Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum.
And this substitution, I'm telling you, this was a game changer.
It was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant move by Klopp.
Brilliant.
Wijnaldum, he just brought this whole different dimension to Liverpool's midfield. More direct, more aggressive.
Right.
And he had this knack for arriving in the box at just the right moment.
At the right time, yeah. And he delivered. 54th minute, he latches onto a cross from Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, Alexander-Arnold, what a player.
Fires a low shot past Ter Stegen. 2-0. The cop, well, you can imagine, erupts. And you can just feel the belief surging through Anfield at that moment.
Oh, yeah. That goal just shifted everything.
Everything.
Barcelona, they looked rattled, for the first time. That midfield, so dominant in the first leg, was being overrun.
Yeah.
Liverpool's high press, it was just suffocating them.
Suffocating them. Forcing errors.
Mistakes, yeah, they were all over the place.
And before Barcelona could even catch their breath, Wijnaldum strikes again. 2 minutes later, a beautiful cross from Shaqiri, and he heads it in. 3-0. I mean,
Unbelievable.
the impossible was starting to feel possible.
I mean, think about it. That second goal, it was just testament to Liverpool's relentless attack, the intensity, the purpose. Barcelona just had no answer for it.
Yeah, they were being pulled apart at the seams. Let's talk about that tactical shift that Wijnaldum brought in. I mean, it wasn't just the goals.
Right.
It was his positioning, his movement.
Absolutely. Klopp, he clearly told him, exploit the space between Busquets, Barcelona's holding midfielder,
Yeah.
and their center backs. That was the weakness they had spotted in the first leg. And they were just ruthless in exploiting it.
Ruthless, yeah. So we've got Liverpool level on aggregate playing with this incredible energy, belief. But Barcelona, I mean, they're still dangerous. Messi, he can produce magic at any moment.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So could they hold on, or would Barcelona find their way back into the game?
Well, that's football, isn't it? Just when you think one team has all the momentum,
Right.
a single moment, a flash of brilliance, it can change everything.
Right.
And in this case, that moment came from, well, a rather unexpected source. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, this is where things get really interesting.
Oh, tell me about it.
79th minute, Liverpool win a corner.
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold, he's walking over to take it.
Yeah.
And while Barcelona's players, they're still kind of getting organized, he notices something.
What's that?
He sees Origi is unmarked near the penalty spot. And instead of waiting for his teammates to get into position, Alexander-Arnold just decides, I'm taking a quick corner.
Wow.
Catches Barcelona completely off guard.
The audacity.
And what happens next is pure instinct, pure brilliance. Origi, sensing the opportunity, makes this perfectly timed run, meets Alexander-Arnold's corner with a thunderous volley, past Ter Stegen. 4-0, Anfield, well, explodes. The noise is deafening. I mean, I get chills just thinking about it.
Oh, me too.
Oh, it was incredible.
It was a goal that just captured everything about Liverpool's performance that night. Audacious, unpredictable, just pure brilliance.
Yeah, Alexander-Arnold's quick thinking, Origi's finish. It left Barcelona stunned. I mean, that goal, it felt like a knockout blow.
It did, didn't it? They just looked shell-shocked. Heads dropped. They had completely lost it.
It's amazing how quickly momentum can shift in football.
It is, yeah. I mean, minutes earlier, Barcelona were still in it.
Right.
But after that fourth goal, they just unraveled. Sloppy passing, disorganized defense.
Messi was quiet all night.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Cutting a frustrated figure?
It's almost like the weight of history was on their shoulders.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, they had that collapse against Roma the year before, right?
Right.
Similar kind of situation.
Yeah.
And it felt like those demons were coming back to haunt them.
There's something to that, isn't there? The psychological impact of past experiences, especially in high-pressure situations.
Yeah.
Those memories, they can come flooding back and affect your decision-making, your confidence.
Big time. So we've got Liverpool pulling off one of the most incredible comebacks in Champions League history. But what went wrong for Barcelona? I mean, where do we even begin?
Well, I think there are a few key factors. First, they underestimated Liverpool. They underestimated their resilience, their determination.
Yeah.
They came in with that 3-goal cushion, and maybe they just assumed it was over. Complacency, yeah, is their downfall.
And tactically, I mean, come on, they were outclassed.
Oh, yeah. Liverpool's high press just disrupted everything.
Their midfield was overrun.
Completely. Liverpool had clearly done their homework. They knew Barcelona's weaknesses.
Yeah.
They pressed them high, forced those mistakes, targeted the space behind Busquets, and that just caused chaos for their defense.
Chaos. And let's not forget the Anfield factor.
Oh, Anfield.
The crowd played a huge part in this.
Oh, massive.
The noise, the passion, the energy.
Intimidating, yeah.
Oh, it was intimidating.
Yeah.
It felt like the crowd was sucking the ball into the back of the net. They just willed Liverpool to victory.
They never stopped believing.
Never.
And that belief, it just transmitted to the players on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool's famous stand just created this atmosphere, inspiring for the home team, totally unnerving for Barcelona.
Yeah.
You could practically feel the stadium like shaking with every chant, every roar.
It's interesting, though, right, to think about how different this match might have been if it had been played, I don't know, like at a neutral venue.
Oh, yeah.
Would Barcelona have been as rattled? Would Liverpool have played with the same intensity without that wall of sound behind them?
It's hard to say for sure. But I think it's safe to say that Anfield played a big role in how things turned out.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, this is a stadium, right? It's seen so many historic moments.
Right.
And this comeback, well, it's got to be up there as one of the most memorable.
Yeah, it's up there for sure.
Right up there.
Speaking of memorable moments, though, let's talk about the reactions of the managers after the game.
Okay, yeah.
Klopp, I mean, he was overcome with emotion.
Oh, yeah.
He described the game as, I think he said, unbelievable. Praised his players, their heart and passion, classic Klopp.
Oh, totally.
And he recognized the fans, right?
Yeah.
Calling them the 12th man.
Oh, absolutely. They were a force that night, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about Valverde, though? I mean,
well, you could see the devastation.
He admitted they'd been outplayed, outfought. He took responsibility for the defeat.
Tough night for him.
Tough night. I mean, 2 La Liga titles with Barcelona,
Right.
and then this.
It's just crazy to think about the contrast.
The contrasting emotions, yeah.
Contrasting emotions on both sides, right?
Yeah.
For Liverpool fans, this was pure ecstasy, like a moment in history, We'll never forget it.
Oh, yeah.
But for Barcelona fans, heartbreak, disbelief.
Total disbelief.
I mean, football is a game of highs and lows, and this match really captures that duality.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The thrill of victory for one team.
Yeah.
It always means the agony of defeat for the other.
Yeah. But beyond the immediate emotions, this match had, lasting effects for both clubs.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
For Liverpool, it felt like it signaled this new era of dominance under Klopp.
Right.
I mean, they won the Champions League the following year, then the Premier League title, breaking a 30-year drought.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Barcelona victory, it was a turning point. It gave them this belief that they could compete with the best, beat the best.
Yeah.
It instilled this winning mentality that really just propelled them to this incredible run of success.
And what about Barcelona? I mean, what did it do for them?
I think for Barcelona, it was a wake-up call, Exposed some vulnerabilities,
Right.
Showed that maybe their era of dominance was coming to an end. They've struggled, to recapture that same consistency in the years since.
It's amazing how one single match, can change the trajectory of a club.
I know, right?
It really is.
Momentum. It's everything in football.
Everything. So what can we take away from all this? What can we as fans, as people who love this game, what can we learn from this remarkable match?
Well, I think it teaches us to never give up.
Yeah.
Never, even when the odds seem impossible.
Yeah.
It reminds us, right, that anything is possible in football. And that sometimes, those improbable victories, they're the most satisfying.
They are.
It's the power of teamwork, belief.
Never say die.
Never say die, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Liverpool, look, they were missing key players.
Yeah.
But they never stopped believing in themselves and their manager.
Really?
They fought for every ball, supported each other.
Yeah.
And in the end, that collective effort, well, it was rewarded.
It was. And we have to talk about the tactical genius of Klopp, right? Bringing on Wijnaldum at halftime.
Masterstroke.
Masterstroke. I mean, it was, and that high-pressing, attacking style, it just overwhelmed Barcelona.
Completely overwhelmed them.
This is a match, I think, that's going to be remembered for generations to come.
For sure.
Not just for the result, but for the way it happened.
How it happened, yeah.
This was football at its finest. Passion, drama, the unpredictable nature of it, and ultimately triumph.
It's a reminder that football, it's more than just a game.
Yeah.
It's emotion, it's inspiration, it's these moments that stay with you, long after that final whistle.
Well said, well said. And I think on that note, it's time to wrap up this deep dive into Liverpool's historic comeback against Barcelona. It's been a journey.
It has.
Reliving those emotions, the tactics, the sheer brilliance of it all.
Unforgettable night.
Unforgettable. And who knows, maybe this deep dive will, I don't know, inspire you to go back and check out other great comebacks.
Yeah.
Or maybe even witness a new one,
Oh, I hope so.
Because that's the beauty of sports, isn't it?
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.